Welcome back to the Final Fantasy Randomizer Marathon. I am Phoenix29, and here with me now is we've got Skiller50, who's going to be doing the Psychonauts Archipelago Randomizer. The bid war for the file name courtesy of Danny was for Aurora. Thank you for your donation, Danny. I'll quickly read off about two or three very quick donations, and I'll turn it over to Skiller to get us started. So, $5 from Danny for the save file incentive named Aurora. Right before that, an anonymous donor put $50 towards the Final Fantasy IV free enterprise, requiring Cave Magnus, because it's always time for a good harp check. And another one has just come in from Gungati for Final Fantasy IV name bid war. Sid sucks. Hard disagree. Sid is great. All 17 of them. We love Sids. All right, I'll turn it over to Skiller. Over to you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
For joining us.
So this is a maximum settings randomizer. That means everything that can be randomized is randomized. So we've got items around the overworld. There's also deep arrowheads and mental cobwebs. That does mean the cobweb duster and the dowsing rod are shuffled in the pool. So there could be a lot of pain and a lot of backtracking if we get them late. There is also the goal is the highest possible goal. That means I need to get the final boss at the top of the asylum, every single brain that is shuffled in the pool, and then finish Meat Circus. We're in for a time. So if that's everything, so I think we're just gonna get started. Time starts when I gain control. All right, and let's go. Hotbox. Oh, good start. Ooh. s- Okay, that's big. Ooh, wait, marksmanship and SRD in Sphere 1? That is a treat. So the squirrel roast dinner is one of the camp items. The camp is also blocked. So you start at in Sasha's lab, unable to get out, and you need Sasha's button to get out, and then a bunch of other items. So the squirrel roast dinner grants access to the reception area, the oarsman's badge to Lake, and Lily's bracelet grants access to the cabin area. The main lodge is in the same package as a GPC with the button. Uh, I'll be grabbing figments because ranks, Thigh cadet ranks are also checks. Every 5 ranks, you get a check. There will be a bunch of Thigh cards and baggage to help out because uh, baggage has been buffed. Instead of 5 baggage for 1 rank, now each baggage gives a single rank. Rank. I'll be going right back since I've got marksmanship and nothing else. That means uh, that means brain tumbler experiment has our neck on wall. Let's see here. Fire sculpture. Yeah, let's say scavenger hunt item. Not not that important. Uh oh, oh my God. That is unfortunate. This. Uh, cutscenes are skippable, thank God. Or would add a whole hour, no joke. I'll just very quickly get this check up here. You can just punch him. Get off of me! I'll be doing a lot of tumbling and shooting. It's it's fast. It's faster. Ooh, that's a mind. Whose mind is it? Predictable. Uh, Sasha's mind is pretty much always with marksmanship, since
Don't
you
worry,
need
Logan. I'm
marksmanship to
coming
do
up there to save
anything
you.
in Sasha's.
No time to explain,
There's no,
Sasha.
there
You're
are
gonna bring the
no
spooky
rental
door tower.
badges or tutorial badges. You have to get the real thing before you do anything in
I need the person.
in the
Enemies.
corresponding mine. So that means Sasha requires marksmanship and Millis requires levitation. I I honestly wouldn't mind a levitation right about now, because levitation, not only is it really good for well done, Raz, for general movement, but there's a little trick you're gonna see me do a lot once I get levitation. That's the levitation glitch or flying glitch. It's it's just infinite height, at will. Uh, right now I don't really have anything to say. If you've got a couple donations, we have time.
Nothing new has come in. However, I didn't get to it in my efforts to get us back on time. I didn't talk about why we're here and why we're donating. So we're here. We're racing and we're donating for the South Carolina Firefighters Burn Children's Fund. So what do? Um, they support the development of pediatric burn care and treatment, recovery of burned injured children and their families, research and education for firefighter safety and injury prevention, and burn awareness and fire prevention and education. Um, they are supporting burn injured patients' emotional well being during and after treatment, child life specialist support, toys and activities for distraction and exercise, fan club support program, school reentry program, and parent teacher assistance, annual camp, the Can Do, image enhancement through special clothing, makeup consultation, wigs. So they do a ton of great work for burn children in South Carolina. They are fantastic. Their camp every year. We've been working with these folks for, I want to say, 2 or 3 years now. We've sent a bunch of kids to camp. Actually, you also have sent a bunch of folks to camp. It's not us. It's all you folks that are out there donating. So let's get these donations in. This is a fantastic cause. We love working for them. Fourth marathon. Perfect. Thank you, Dark Moon. And also as a great added incentive, Dark Moon has committed, and Danny hasn't formally committed, but I'm going to commit her anyways because it's fun, to singing some more. And everybody wants to hear Danny and Dark Moon sing. If we raise another $1,000 today, so we're already about $350 into that. So let's get another 650 in here because I know nobody really wants to hear them sing, but I think we all want them to suffer a little bit for a little bit of silliness for the children.
All right. Uh, there's some information I have withheld from you. In these settings, I have specifically did a little bit of plando. Uh, each each mind completion item is guaranteed to be one of the brains I'll need to go. So I'll basically need to clear every mind, since otherwise it can be extremely quick. if you could just set it to a single brain and be done in like 5 minutes. Then that's no fun. That's the boss. I'll be trying to do the speedrun strat. It will look goofy. 4. Tactical. That's a tactical death.
Excellent. You've shut down the valve so he cannot be rejuvenated. Now just...
And there we go. That's 1 mind down, 1 brain, and 1 heart. Now it's now I'm not sure what to do. Wait, what? Wait a second. I must have missed something somewhere. I'm trying to. Or wait, is it a rank? It's not. I must have missed something in Brain Tumbler. What did I miss? Massage and wait. The levitation. I urge to go fast. I could have. Nope. Nope. Professional gaming, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary pals. I'll just go through BT backwards, see if anything pops up. It'd be up here. What am I missing? Quick tracker check. Now that's ain't that embarrassing, is it? It's gonna be the button. I'm gonna have missed the button. Flight. Where are you? Of course, you're in the last place I check. It was the button. All right, now we're cooking. So, climb. Gonna. All right, we're out. Let's climb. What's up there? Fight card. Yeah, let's not. Let's not do that. We can quickly peek at a couple items while we're here. A couple psi power locked items, namely the invisibility and shield. In the randomizer, the psi powers are progressive. That means there are actually 2 or 3 copies of the power in the pool, and the game just behaves differently depending on how many copies you have. That's
This hat box needs a hat box tag.
I don't really care right now. Cards, I'll pick them up. That's a card.
This hat box needs a hat box tag.
Really like having marksmanship for those bears. You can also beat them safely with pyrokinesis, but it takes ages. Actually doing the swinging for a tag. We'll just immediately use that. The scavenger hunt is vanilla. It's just 4 ranks for any 8 or 9 any 8 or 9. That's all right. Guess we're touching grass for longer than that. We're gonna be touching grass for a while. We'll immediately go reception, so we don't have to backtrack. Trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. Ooh. That is confusion. I don't need that right now, but good to know. Good to know for later. Just take that for It's very reminiscent of the Superstar Saga randomizer. There are a few key items you really want, and then a lot of junk in between. Kimi. Oh wait, no, that's not confusion. That's Oarsman's badge. Okay, so Lake is behind levitation. Cool. Glorious trophy. That's part of the disguise. Asylum is... The asylum courtyard access is behind not only lake access, but the lungfish gull, as you do in vanilla, and then the upper asylum is behind the 3 disguise pieces. Going there and then there and then. Ooh. I'm gonna hold off on getting into Gloria's. Just Gloria's theater is very unstable. It's driving the dev mad. Trying to figure out exactly what causes the rampant crashing. I try to talk a little bit about Glorious Theater. We're gonna need at least 1 candle. Like I can the rest, all the other items are skippable. Telekinesis, that's not that great, but sure. Let's get this. I think that's the hedge trimmers. We don't really need those. Not right now. Not really ever. Which triangle? There we go. Yeah, you can get up there without levitation. It's a bit gank, but...
This hat box needs a hat box tag.
That's an arrowhead bundle. We'll go to the get rid of the cabins later. This. Yeah, I usually handle the cougars better, but must be having a bad day. Taking revenge. Ooh. Glow, that's a mind. Yeah, we'll get that. Kid Coach. That's Meat Circus. And I can't do anything because the entrance is locked behind cobwebs. There's, but it's cool. I mean, if I get the cobweb duster, I could set up like do the escort. I I like to have levitation beforehand. That's case. All right, guess we're going into the cabins, and if there's nothing there, then I guess we are going to Glorious, despite my best wishes. And that, well, all right, that's the duster. That means we're going back to do some cleanup, figuratively and literally. It's for a little while. It feels wrong doing all these obstacle courses, legitimately. Let's try to peek. That's a tag. Don't care. Peek. Ammo. There either. Alright, I think I'll head back into Sasha's first. Few boxes. Next, brain tumbler. I can do a few things in Glorious Theater, but I'd really rather be able to clear it in one swoop.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Man, these
Just to make sure I'm not missing something in tactical. Going back then back in to get back here.
got it.
You can just get that from the bottom.
Got it.
Alright, guess I'm going Meat Circus first. Brain Tumbler is pretty much done until I get Levitation. Because that's the only way I can access the boss. Alright, I like the look. I like the look of Fred's mind right now. Can I? I think I'm gonna go there right now. I can even play a little. Play the board game. There it is. What in the world is needs a lot of very specific items that are unique to it. It's there's first Fred's letter or Fred's note, then the priceless coin for Villager 2. The Carpenter just comes out. That's a change the Rando made.
Skiller, a lot of the people viewing this might not know about Psychonauts. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the game and what's the randomizer do, and how you came to start playing this game?
Well, Psychonauts is a pretty old game made by Double Fine Studios. It's an old school puzzle. It's an old school puzzle platformer. You play as Raz or Rasputin Aquato. His full name, and he's a kid that's not quite like other kids. He comes from a family of acrobats and learned to get psychic powers. So now he's at a summer camp for psychic children, and there's a conspiracy going on, and he must in true video game hero fashion, he must do all the work to unravel it and bring all the evildoers to justice. So as I said, the randomizer shuffles around a lot of shuffles around all the items that are just hanging out in the overworld: side cards, side challenge markers, baggage tags, and side powers. And I've and I've discovered this game. It was on I think it was on sale on Steam, and I thought it looked cool. I bought it. I finished it, and then later when I joined Archipelago, I discovered there was a randomizer, and so I started playing the randomizer and loved it even more.
The Steam sale, the death of many social lives and birth of many video game addictions.
You don't say. I think the thing about one of the things about World of World is once you're on the lower level, you can't go back to the board level without levitation, and we don't have levitation, so we're kind of stuck there, and we'd have a. I'll have to use the smelling salts to get out of the mine and back in to actually move the pieces around. Not a. It's not ideal. Let's get this. That's a card. These snail cannons are incredibly annoying. They shoot you from miles away with like with the accuracy of an elite sniper. Did this right? Time to go through the blacksmith. While I'm shimmying along this ledge, we have time for a couple donations.
Nothing coming in yet, but you know what? Let's talk a little bit more about the Burn Children's Fund. So in 2025, they have increased the campers that they've been able to send out by 14%. So 35 total campers that they've sent out. So that's 35 happy kids that have suffered unmeasurable trauma through their childhood that just get to go out and be themselves with other kids that have been through the same things that they have. So once again, fantastic charity, folks. Let's get those donations rolling in, and let's make Dark Moon and Danny sing a little bit. Let's find some really silly, embarrassing songs for them to sing, because it's for the children. Let's get the donations in for the children and embarrass Danny and Dark Moon for the children.
Gotta go the long way because I don't have levitation. Nope. Shimmy a little and go. We can do that. I think it's time to. It's looking more and more like we're gonna have to go into Gloria. Oh, it's just. Eat the Hari Knight real quick.
Oh, now. Man, I am good.
Confusion? This seed is confusing, man. Alright, glory as it is. I can do quite a lot, actually. Usually you'd need invisibility to access the backstage room, but we've got a little trick up our sleeve.
Got it. Got it.
That... What was that? The dowsing rod! Wow, okay. Dowsing rod plus... Okay, that was... that had basically everything. So we're going back and touching some more grass soon. And I guess we're also freeing Linda.
Got it.
So
Hey, guess she really doesn't want to see anyone.
too bad.
I'll leave.
So when using marksmanship, Rez does a little head bob, and that head bob can go through walls. And then if his head is through a wall, then sweet, sweet levitation. And yeah, that's levitation glitch. By doing a lot of button mashing, you can get infinite height, and it's gonna now I'm really ready to make some sparks fly, as the kids say. There's a brain, okay. And nothing more we can do here. We're not going back. Let's be so smart. Let's be smart. Brain teaser. Let's beat a boss. And then let's beat another boss. So don't gotta climb, I can fly. Making Dogen stutter a little bit.
Man, I am so smart.
I am so smart.
Here I come.
This boss fight is pretty lengthy. We've got time for another plug or a couple donations.
No, nothing at the moment, but let's get those donations coming in. We are at 2360 so far for the weekend. Last marathon, our live marathon, I believe we broke the 10,000 mark over the course of the weekend. I'll let Dark Moon check confirm that or not. But it was an absolutely ridiculous amount. But let's see. We're probably not going to get that close because live events tend to get a little bit more. But let's get up there. Let's see if we can't get around the 10K mark again. Yeah, in June. That was fantastic. You guys out there, guys, gals, and folks were absolutely amazing. Let's see if we can't get up a nice little round number, at least 8 or 9,000 this weekend. Let's make some folks do some funny things in their runs, and let's make some of our admins do some funny things by singing.
Yeah, shield blocks the tank's shots despite you probably not having shield at that point. It's funny how that works.
Confusion. Grenade.
And there we go. Done. Great, because I put you there. The Rando also changes this. You can now use levitation in Illo, Longfishopolis. And also, yeah, moving while locking on a lot faster. So that's second level of levitation. All right. One more, and I can do. If I get one more before before I'm set to beat Gloria's, I can do a really funny thing. So what the levels of levitation do is the first level allows you to use levitation. The second level makes the levitation ball deal damage as long as you're moving a certain speed. And the third level, the most broken one, makes it deal damage as long as you're moving at all. As long as your speed is higher than 0, it's gonna deal damage every frame. And certain bosses don't have invulnerability frames. So you can just keep hitting them and watch their health deplete really fast. The critic is one of those bosses. There's also the Mega Sensor, the boss of Sasha's, which we unfortunately have already beaten, but yeah, whatever. We're coming up on the Lungfishopolis boss, Kochamara. For those of you who are who know a little bit about Psychonauts speedrunning, the Kochamara 1 cycle is a lot easier in the Rando. Because there's basically no end lag in the punch combo. So you don't even need to get hit. You don't even need to have Kochamara hit you to keep him on the ground. If you just have to wedge him into the corner and you're good.
Give up while you can, Gargalore.
I know it's you in there, Coach. I don't know where you're broadcasting from, but I'm gonna find out and make you show me what happened to Lily.
Kochamara does not speak giant monster boy language.
The only word you're gonna need is ouch.
Mighty Ram! Mighty Ram!
So I'm gonna reflect his beam and quickly shoot him twice. That's how we...
Ground vision!
Now we get him to be vulnerable. And that's Kochamara down. Next we just do a little bit of climbing.
And that slime shuffle is done. Next. Next is touching grass. And by touching grass, I mean digging in it. We'll also have we'll also be getting that oarsman's badge we picked earlier. Oh. Okay. All right, basic braining.
Must not be any deep arrowheads nearby.
Invisibility right now, okay? Sure.
This hat box needs a hat box tag.
I'm just getting things quickly since we're here anyway, and okay, that's well, PK is not a lot of things, but it's a couple of things.
Good for you. Keep a pocket full for a quick boost of mental health.
We're
I'm not picking up anything. Must not be any deep arrowheads
think
nearby.
we're done with the APC. So next is cleaning up reception. Oarsman's badge. The lungfish boss fight is also in Rando. It's also a check. It's a check that takes 3 minutes because auto scroller's good. We all love auto scrollers here. Here. Burst the bear down.
I'm not picking up anything. Must not be any deep arrowheads nearby.
Next. Right. here.
I'm not picking up anything. Must not be any deep arrowheads.
Next is gonna be the graveyard and the campfire area. Alright, candle. Yeah, I'll be glorious. I mean, actually, do I beat glorious now? I'll clean out everything else first. See if we can find levitation 3.
I'm not picking up.
We have a few things left. That's gonna be the final moments of that noise not work.
Must not be any deep arrowheads nearby.
Egg. Here.
I'm not picking up anything. Must not be any deep arrowheads nearby.
That's the safe strat against those cougars. Can't set you on fire if they can't see you. And they can't figure out the big glowing ball that... Oh, alright. Right, pretty good. No lungfish call yet though, so... Nope, I think there's one more, yep. Now it's time to go to the lake.
I'm not picking up anything. Must not
Whee!
be any deep arrowhead.
Speak of the lungfish call. Speak of the lungfish, you get its call. That branch swinging course is how you're supposed to get there, but flowers, I don't need to be a grieving widow. So TK2?
I'm not picking
That's-
up anything. Must not be any deep arrowheads nearby.
That's not that great, but I'll still get some mileage out of it. What second telekinesis does is it allows you to stop enemies in place and doubles your throw distance for things you can't throw. I'm only gonna use it. I'm only gonna use it in Waterloo World. Like it. Nope. Luckily it's quick. Oh, marksmanship 2. My shots bounce now. bounce between enemies and also between things. There's the right, and that arrowhead on the hill there is not there in vanilla.
Must not be any
It's
nearby.
the rando moved an arrowhead that's out of bounds here. You know, it's in the game files. Might as well use it. Now it's basic grading time. We can just clear it all in one swoop if I remember every check. And we're gonna do what I call Joey skip.
Come on, get that figment.
All right, Figgy Piggy skip. We're gonna skip quite a few of Coach's lines. So the big one is Joey skip. It's the line that Coach says while you're shimmying across the ledge, because you have to. But we have levitation, so we don't.
Watch out! Fire down below!
Ooh! Just palm bombing down faster.
Onward and upward, soldier!
Grabbing figments, because you never know what could be in the rank rewards. Once I had one of the disguise items at rank 101. I didn't need it, but it was still funny.
It's game day, kid!
So yeah, the disguise items from Milkman Conspiracy are also in the pool. That does mean the toilet has a random item.
Now that kind of wall, you can climb it up, down, sideways, whatever way you want. Just get on it.
Monkey skip.
Watch those mines, kid. They'll blow you out like a 10-cent kazoo.
Yeah, the second part of that line only triggers when you grab the net.
Plane's going down, soldier.
I know, plane's going down. Right, time for the mandatory punching minigame. If there are donations, throw them in to cover their prattling.
Perfect. Yeah, great timing. We had a $150 donation from, I don't know if it's Tofile or Tofile. Tofile sounds more
Wow.
exotic, so I'm going to go with that. 60 towards 100% Metroid Prime, which meets that incentive. 30 for Final Fantasy IV Cave Magnus, which meets that incentive. And 60 towards the FF6 Opera, which I believe we need another $20 for. Let's go get that, because everybody loves Celeste singing the opera. It's fantastic. Back over to you.
All right. We're gonna now, since we have levitation, the cannon section is a lot faster to get through. You can also, with levitation, you can also straight up skip punching the soldier cardboard cutouts. It's now we're gonna use levitation glitch to completely skip the lower floor, since there are no checks in the lower floor, only 2 figments, and there is no figment sanity yet. I'll try to showcase something funny I discovered in practice yesterday. So, if you trigger Bobby and follow him down, he's gonna be at the end. If you don't trigger Bobby, he's gonna be at the end too. But if you trigger Bobby and skip part of the track to be in front of him, that's not the end of the line. He's not here. And now, and here he is. I know you like seeing Bobby Zilch being punched down, but it's also funny having him not. Oh, wow. Okay. Inches away from.
Hello? Hello? Guess I'm early. Got it.
That's it. So, I think it's Meat Circus time again. Then we're gonna go to the asylum. So everyone hates Meat Circus because of the Ollie escort quest, but with the flying glitch, it's barely an inconvenience. I have time to get there, and we just. There we go. A little trick I didn't know on my first playthrough is if you are between these knife throwers and the wheel, using shield will deflect the knives onto the wheel. You were not meant to bait them with a jump. I know that, like, it could save you a little bit of pain. But honestly, learn to flying glitch. It's really easy. It's deceptively easy. All you gotta do is just hold float, and then alternatively spam the levitation button and jump. Like that's. And if you alternate enough, you just start rising. Pyrokinesis too. That's okay. It's gonna make the brain tank a lot more bearable. Where are you? Oh, okay. So here's how you deal with. That's not how you deal with baggage on a rail. You're meant to. You're supposed to jump, press interact, quickly skip the cutscene, and if you do it quick enough, you can you don't fall through the rail. All right. I think it's a silent time. I think so. So what I've done here is that by going through Meat Circus now, Once I get into go mode, once I get every brain and beat the brain tank, entering Meat Circus again will put me right in front of the door to the final boss. So doing that now or later, it would have been about the same, save for the checks that may or may not be there. Ooh,
You close, Cena. Hey, he was talking to you, jerks.
Has been officially linked with
a mine. Is that Boyd's? No, that's Edgar's. All right. All right. We can full clear Edgar's. We can full clear Black Velvetopia. I'm gonna abuse the wrestlers. It's gonna be funny. Especially the Cobra wrestler. If you've played this game, you probably hated the Cobra wrestler fight. But I'm gonna show you that he's actually the easiest and the fastest of all of the four. There is no invulnerability phase. Let's just trigger him. Talk to him once. So once we come back, we can immediately put on the disguise. I'm gonna do something sneaky. I'm gonna use the bacon. This is going to set my forward waypoint here. That means as long as I don't use the bacon, there's levitation 3, all right. As long as I don't use the bacon again to come back to Fords or talk to Fords to go back into the field, my waypoint is gonna be there. No matter when I talk to Ford to go back into the field, I'm gonna be there. So now, I know I said I was gonna do Edgar's, but we're gonna bully the critic first. Time to finish off Glorious here. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hey, you need 2 candles. You need one to activate here, and you're gonna need a second one in the catwalks. You don't need the second candle. I can fly. I don't need 2 candles. I only need the one. So we're gonna very, very quickly go through the plays. I don't have megaphone. That's all right. I don't need the megaphone. I'm just gonna
Go.
phone because I don't need to redo. You never need to re-trigger plays or scripts. You just need to know when and where to use them. So now, let's go. Night of Joy. Joy, Dragon's Dead. Immediately trigger the mailboat. Now we get the third script, and we go back to the first scene. And next the catwalks are gonna be just pretty standard. If you have any donations or plugs, feel free.
Yeah, no more donations right now, but once again, we are here for the South Carolina Firefighters Burn Children Funds to help send kids that have been through significant burns and significant trauma to summer camp, as well as a lot of the other things they do, building awareness, supporting their patients' emotional well-being during and after treatment, educating burn care providers, sponsoring advanced burn life support courses for physician and nursing staff, the American Burn Association membership for the pediatric burn team. They do a ton of great work. This is our fourth marathon working for them. We have raised $13,500 for them recently. So let's keep giving to the Burn Children's Fund. It's a fantastic cause. And once again, a reminder: let's make a couple of our admins sing a fantastically silly song later today. I'm sure that'll help get the donations rolling.
What's your
Not that big a deal. Uh, so as I've said before, the critic is one of those bosses that doesn't get invulnerability frames in between hits. So Levitation 3 is just gonna shred through his health.
You are not welcome.
Let's...
This is my son.
We're gonna be coming up very soon.
Come no closer.
Oops. And learning to flying glitch will not only allow you to skip stuff, but also just get you out of pickles, like the one I. Well, so he does throw stuff at you if you jump at it from the front, but you can just jump from the side and flying glitch over the invisible wall, and we're in. Nope. These 3 candles are vanilla because why would they be shuffled? That sounds horrid. A couple of other items are vanilla too, namely the prop gun, the telephone, and the helicopter helmet from Milkman. That's phase 1 done. Blink and you miss him. It's Levitation 3. You'd never get levitation, 3rd level of levitation here because it's behind rank 101. It's behind a stupidly high rank. Why would you ever, I don't think it's achievable in normal gameplay. That's the kind of thing you only see in Rando. And that's why Rando is so fun. You get items and combination of items you'd never get, and that's the critic done. I've got time to take a little sippy. Water, drink some. And let's see. Yes, there is stuff in Waterloo World I still need to get. No node, but the 2nd level of the blacksmith, or the 2nd building. Here. Oh, this one slipped my mind. Card and I think that's it from here. Time for Black Velvetopia. Can I get an ole? So we're gonna skip most of the platforming. I think we're gonna go through Black Velvetopia backwards. I've decided.
Keep off the street now.
Just yes, you can just go. You can go through it backwards. We have everything. It doesn't really matter. So we're gonna do the wrestlers in reverse boss order because. Nope. First. Oh, all right. That's a mind up there. Come on. My mashing was off. Use this. All right. We've got our next destination. Nation. That does. So, Cobra. I'll show you how to quickly beat Cobra. 1, 2, 3, grenade. 1, 2, 3, grenade. 1, 2, 3, grenade. 1, 2, 3, grenade. 1, 2, 3, 4, and done. You can just keep him stun locked forever. Oh, all right, that's the last of the disguise pieces. I could go and beat. No, I couldn't go and beat the brain tank right now. I still need the birthday cake. There you are. That's the stop sign. I'm on the road crew. This is my stop sign. You can also skip the road crew with levitation glitch. You can just fly around. We're gonna wait and go. I'm gonna break his back. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. There are two ways to quickly beat him. You can break his back with shield, or you can just set him on fire, and he's gonna keep taking damage even while he's in this invulnerable state. You can set every wrestler on fire, by the way. It's a bit slower for most of them, but Eagle can Eagle is the one wrestler where setting him on fire can actually save time, because he spends so long in this invulnerable state. Just you could actually have him die midair. And boom. A bit rockier than I would have liked, but still got through. Next is gonna be Dragon. You don't actually need. There are two intended ways to beat his roar. There's levitation, being off the ground, or you can also shield through it. But you can also be very far, and a double jump can get you through the danger zone just fine. Next there's this cobweb.
Which is weird because I'm only 10.
By the way, amazing OST. Like, Black Velvetopia has to be one of my favorite tracks from Psychonauts. I didn't get Divine Painting because flying. Need I say more? Oh, right. I've also got a setting called Loot Box Vaults on. Making all vaults loot boxes. Get a random amount of ranks between 0 and 5, and a random amount of arrowheads between I don't remember. It's been changed. Like, levitation can hurt them, but they have invulnerability frames, so it's not that see, it's not that useful. Levitation 3 isn't that useful against them. Get ready for a very tasteful joke from Raz.
Man, I can still smell that guy.
Very tasteful. There's the megaphone that we no longer need.
Got it.
Just, over here. There's nothing. Up here is a nothing. And we're back. We're back where you should start. I'll do shield strat. You can also just stumble. But also just shield delays him, so you want to wait until the last second. Up next is gonna be the final boss fight. It's gonna be pretty standard. I'm just gonna do it really fast. So if you've got anything queued up, I'm not gonna turn in the cards. I'm gonna keep them. I'm just gonna fly up there, and the boss fight is pretty standard. You got stuff you want to say?
Well, that was a bad time to cough. Right as I unmute my mic. No. Once again, we are here for the South Carolina Children's Fund. It sends children to camp. Um, these are children that have been through absolutely unspeakable trauma throughout their life, and we're trying to help a charity give them a couple of good weeks with other children that have been through similarly traumatic events at no cost. They do some great work. Let's get the dollars out for these folks, and also because again, it's fun to make Danny and Dark Moon sing. They don't like it, but it's for the children, so they do like it. We don't like to hear them, but we like it because it's for the children. Because we love to have them embarrass themselves a little bit. We love to be silly over here at the at FFR, and any sort of silliness for a good cause is even better. Back over to you.
So I punched him just to make him teleport a little earlier, to make him teleport back a little earlier. It's nothing, nothing too crazy, but it can save like a couple seconds over the whole fight. So PS is pretty standard. I'm mostly gonna be flying around. We are pretty quickly approaching the end of our run now. There are only let's see, only 2 loose brains I need to find, and the birthday cake, and it will be just a matter of getting to the end of the game.
Remember to use your psi float. I'm not saying it won't ever let you down, but it will let you down nice and slow. Come on, let's take it a little higher now.
The topical room. We're not going to the topical room because that's just an arrowhead. Boyd is Milkman Conspiracy is very sequence breakable. There's the birthday cake. All right. Guess we're clearing out and beating Asylum right after this. Card. I'll take it anyway. One of the changes the Rando makes, it's an optional change. It's taking out your opponents of the race. Literally, they just, I don't know, they just get placed out of bounds or something. But you can also make it easier or more challenging by adjusting how much damage Brass takes. So from zero, where you only get knocked back, to what is lovingly called instant death mode in the options file, where any hit from anything will get you from any health down to 0. The race is another pretty dull moment. If you wanna take the stage for a few.
Oh, put me on the spot again, taking the stage. Oh, Well, once again, South Carolina firefighters burn children's fund. Not only do they send children to camp, they do a lot of extra work as well around awareness, which is really key because prevention is better than treatment in all cases, right? Um, so what else they do? And I've just lost my one pager here. Oh man, I am just a total yard sale this morning. Here we go. Here it is. So we've supported them with over $13,500 in donations so far. We've sent 35 total kids to camp, which is a 14% increase for 2025. They've been doing some expanded outreach. They're supporting burn children treated at Doctors Hospital Burn Center in Augusta, Georgia, for folks who live in South Carolina. They've released statewide pediatric burn data in collaboration with the South Carolina Burn Center. And most importantly, and the big thing that they do is Camp Can Do, which is the Burn Children's Fund sponsored camp. It's designed specifically for burn children. The camp's name references one of its biggest fundraisers, can recycling drop-offs. We all toss out cans absentmindedly, but they turn them in. They get the take the money that they get for those, and they put it towards sending kids to those camps. So they're doing lots of great things. Let's keep this going. Let's get the donations rolling. I know it's still early in the afternoon for those of you on the East Coast. It's still morning for me here over in the West Coast, Best Coast. But let's get those donations going, and let's support our runners here, and let's get back to the last little bit of Psychonauts. And just a reminder what we've got next. We've got Illusion of Gaia randomizer coming up next. There's still some incentives for that you can get to. We have already got the Apocalypse Gaia as the final boss, but certainly there's some other incentives there. Let's get some of those going. And then after that, what do we have after that? After Illusion of Gaia randomizer, we have Metroid Prime randomizer. Already they've met the incentive for the 100% randomizer, and then after that we've got some Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide with some incentives open there as well. So let's get those donations going in, and back over to you.
And we promise there are no kid-eating lungfishes and or any brain-removing dentists at the burned children's camp. Because yes, that is the plot of Psychonauts.
Who's that?
All right. So it's asylum time, so I'm gonna do what I set up and go to Ford's.
I want to go to the.
Nope, did not want to go to the campfire again. Through the tunnel. So we can get back to the asylum quicker than calling Linda. I mean, we love Linda, but calling her is slow. And we're gonna get one slap for the road, because I haven't talked to Fords yet.
You ready?
No, not yet.
How about now?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, now we're ready. Skipping all these.
And Agent Cruller?
what is it?
Now ready.
Great.
Right?
Well, here I am.
Here we are. You can use marksmanship to take these rats out from a distance, or you can burn them, or you can set them on fire to prevent them from releasing their confusing cloud. That's a vanilla mechanic. So to talk a little bit about Archipelago, for if there are any people joining here that do not know what Archipelago is, it's only the best supporting gaming software in existence. It can allow you to combine any number of instances of pretty much any game you can think of in one randomizer challenge. So if you wanted, you could have had a game playing alongside me. Like we have a bunch of video games, but we have a few like less dense games, less intensive games, like Yacht Dice, which is Yahtzee. We've got Jigsaw. There's a brain, only one more. And we even have Paint, if you can believe that. And if none of the games we have tickle your fancy, you can always make your own implementation if you're tech savvy, or or talk about your favorite game in the Archipelago Discord, and maybe it'll catch the attention of one of the many wonderful, extremely talented people in the community. There's Fred's letter. Uh, and they could make it. Ooh, there's the priceless coin. Do we have the musket? We do have the musket. That's gonna be. Wait, Fred and no, that's all the loose brains. And there's Boyd's mind. Okay, I think we're go mode. I think there's I think we have everything. Yeah, we have everything. We have everything. I can just go beat the brain tank, beat Freds, beat Boyd's, and then we're off. Ah, damn it. You can use TK on him. It's worthless. Come here, Mr. Pokelope. Yo. So now we're gonna take Mr. Pokelope here, get his brain out of his body, and then use it to trick Dr. Loboto.
Careful then.
Put him in the brain tank. And there we go. Brain tank boss fight. All right. So I'm gonna try to do this quickly. We're gonna need this, and this. That's where level 2 pyrokinesis is very good. It's extremely good for this because it allows you to set 3 planks on fire instead of 1. It streamlines the fight really. It just makes the fight so more bearable. And that's phase 2. And that's phase 3. First boss down. So next we're gonna spend a little time beating Napoleon at a board game, and then we're just gonna I'm just gonna go, and then we're gonna skip being a grieving widow, and we're gonna skip So we're also going to skip. Do we skip working at sewers? I mean, we have the plunger. We don't have to. But I am going to attempt getting into the house without using invisibility. Like I have done it before. I couldn't pull it off in the 2 practice runs I did this week, but I'm still gonna try. So that's 1 down. Down. Get your coin. Thank you. Repair that bridge.
Man,
You. Go fight that guy.
Haha, not bad.
Next, Napoleon's gonna cheat. But we're gonna cheat harder. There might be a little headphone warning coming up. I'm gonna try to make it yeah, it has a headbox. Levitation 3 hits every frame. Go ahead. And Hardy Knight, do your job. There we go. That's like we can skip pretty much. We can skip checking pretty much anything in Milkman. Clairvoyance. Open the door. Yes, 3. Just gonna grab it because it's shiny. Road crew. Usually I'd flying glitch up this pool to check the island, but I don't need to.
this is a restricted area.
I know, I'm staying out. We're gonna use the same trick we used in Gloria's, using marksmanship to jam Raz's head through the wall to interact with whatever's behind it. Say hi to the road crew again. Lunch time.
Sewer worker. They got Fred.
It's fake.
Watch out,
Don't worry,
fellow
the other
assassin.
assassins are
There's
gonna
There seems to be someone shooting at us from that tower. Ooh.
Got
It's a clairvoyance.
It's fake.
Come
Don't worry,
in.
the other assassins are gonna make fun of me.
Next, the little mini boss. Here,
Shoot people.
here. It's gonna be quick. Tumbling and spamming marksmanship. then it's just a matter of... Alright, wow! I have never done that. I have never thrown a bomb into him that quick. Now, whether that's a good or bad omen for the next trick, well, stick around and find out. If you've got a quick donation, you can do that right now.
We do have a quick donation. Sensu Kairu, $25 towards the FF1 randomizer Canada vs. USA Relay 4v4. $25 towards banning the Black Mage and requiring the White Mage. So that bid war is going on. So far, the ban Black Mage, require White Mage is ahead of the ban Black Belt 35 to 20. So if you want to ban Black Belts, donate more to that. If you want to keep it status quo, donate more to banning the Black Mage and requiring the White Mage, because that will simultaneously anger Fizzle and Danny, because those are their favorite and least favorite characters. Back over to you.
Hey, I hit it. So, pretty standard fight. Punching is a lot faster than shooting her. Oop. Getting clairvoyance. 3 punches. Oop. Alright. If you're fast enough, she only does 1 jump twice. 2 punches. And... Ooh. And 3. He is the milkman. His milk is delicious. And now we go to Ford's.
We have to get
Turn in the brains to get the fat lady out of the way. And then it's just the final boss gauntlet time.
Agent what?
There we go. That's gonna be my Psy-Power layout for the entire gauntlet. Butcher! Boom, you can shield it, then treat that. Second swipe, nope, it's gonna be a kick. Oop, and there's the swipe, and something you can do with Levitation 3. You don't have the hitbox extend to his chest, apparently. Ooh, swipe, mincing, hopefully swipe. Nope, it's a kick. Ooh, take a hit. Swipe, mince, kick, swipe, and jam. There we go, that's 1. Now we're gonna knock ground by flying. These recovered trampolines become a lot more useful when you're just flying through. Give you a little rest from mashing. Rasputin's fake dad is gonna throw fiery. Is gonna throw fire from down here. Don't pay him any mind.
Here comes the water, boy.
It's the water is nowhere near.
That's beautiful.
Hands are getting tired. There we go.
You used to like to play catch with me.
Hopefully, two. Ooh. Nope. And three, and now final phase. Time is gonna be when I do the final hit. I'm gonna call it. First a little first a like 30 seconds of running away with it.
I'm not gonna hurt
And time.
And so
And that's it. That's it. We're done.
And GG's, well done. All right, thank you, Skiller, for coming and showcasing Psychonauts on the Archipelago system, and also for donating your time to come and support the South Carolina Firefighters Burn Children's Fund. I seem to be having a bad time with that name, even though it's a great cause. So thanks for coming out. It's fantastic. Thanks for supporting our marathon. In the interest of getting back on schedule, I know we're still a little bit behind from the overnight run. Uh, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I
then
was a
I
lot
will
faster.
talk really slow and drag.
No, you're good. You're good.
I
Yeah,
won't
no, that
drag it
was
out.
an hour underestimate thanks to Skiller, so we are now ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
Damn, well done.
I did not. I have never sub 2 hours. That's a
We're
first
good.
for me.
It's fine. We prefer to be ahead than behind, honestly.
Exactly. It's easy enough
Oh.
to throw something dumb in there to fill time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for having me. I had a
Absolutely.
great time, and best of luck with the next randomizers and with the fundraising.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming out again. It's great to see a new game, and for those unfamiliar with it, feel free to watch that back and join their community. It's seemed like a really fun game actually. But otherwise, we're going to take a bit of a break. I don't know if we're going to find some filler or we'll be back with Illusion of Gaia randomizer. But either way, probably still time to get in on the last couple of incentives for Illusion of Gaia. So let's get those donations rolling in there. Otherwise, I'll leave you to some fantastic and calming music.